and gentlemen, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. You're listening to 104.7. This is InSheger Talk Show. Your boy Dowie here in the studio alongside Johnny Boy.
How's everyone doing?
It's Friday morning, and we're gonna make your Friday even better. So we do have a special guest in the building, Kenny Allen. How you doing?
What's up? How y'all doing out there, man?
Good morning. How you doing, man?
Thanks for having me,
man. Pleasure having you here in the studio, ladies and gents. Kenny Allen is here in the studio, an amazing songwriter, instrumental player. I mean, let's go to producer, designer. Let's go. I feel like I'm missing a whole lot of things.
Man,
help me out here, Kenny.
I do a few things. You know what I'm saying? You can hire me for multiple jobs. That's for sure.
Definitely, a man with multiple talents and skills is in the studio with us, and of course, we're going to be talking about his music today. We're going to be talking about Andikan as well, and we're going to be touching up on so many different things. Kenny, once again, thank you so much for joining us. Before we go ahead and dive in about all these records you've been releasing every month, tell us about, of course, the past few years. I think we have had another interview on another platform as well, I think. Yeah. But yeah, tell me about the music industry, the music journey, because now we've seen so many different changes as well taking place.
No doubt.
Especially for you, so you've been here for now about 15 years, right?
Yeah, 15 years.
15 years.
Yeah, long time, man. It's a whole lifetime. In this point in my life, I feel like I've lived like 3 or 4 lives, So giving thanks for that, because and coming back to the next life, you have a little bit more experience. So yeah. The last couple of years, I just really been like embracing like doing art and music and things like that for the love of it, instead of like, oh, I'm trying to get on, I'm trying to be this or trying to be that. And honestly, I feel like my art has become like just more authentic, like, because I'm not doing it for any particular purpose, except for like bringing myself peace of mind. And I think that is like that's like a general thing. As we just had a fantastic breakfast.
Yeah.
And we talked about I became vegan, but like it all sort of centers around a search for inner peace. And I think like if you have a creative gene in your body, that's what to really use that to its fullest potential. That's where the peace lies. So the last couple of years, I've been trying to help other people with their music and just make music because I love it, and that's the most incredible moment. All these years, like sweating people, like, hey, what you trying to get on? Like, I'm like, no, I'm not trying to get on anything, man. I'm just trying to get these records out and just keep it moving,
Yeah, definitely. And you do have a certain distinct sound as well. I love all the new records that are coming out as well. And even this past few years, you also started a business as well. We're going to get into that a bit later. But tell us about this project that you've been doing. This one record, 1 month.
Yeah, so it's called 12th for 12. So every 12th of the month for a year. I'm releasing a single, and I'm on my 7th month. Okay. I just wanted to give myself like a project that could keep me focused and keep me connected to music, because I just found myself like drifting and being like, well, I'm not gonna make music, and then I got a best friend who's really like he's kind of like my spiritual guru, like he's the one that got me on the veganism, and
you don't need a person like that now.
Everybody needs a person like that, and. So, I was like, what? I could at least release 1 record a month. Because, fortunately, because I've been doing this for so long, and even though, even from radio days, like, where they'd be like, okay, we need this advertisement by the first thing in the morning, like, I learned how to work quickly. And I know, like, I'm good behind the boards, what I'm saying? So, if I just lock myself in a room, so far 7 times out of 7 I've been able to come up with a song. So if I can make it a 1 year and like no excuses, no lateness, like, then I really feel like I've accomplished like something very special. And I also feel like I'm gonna release a proper album after this, not with the same songs, but like that is my goal. Is to like in the same time these next 5 months is work on like a full project. And then I'm just gonna like, I'm gonna sit back for a minute, and just enjoy like life, because, art is really a mirror of life. So if you're not living the life, then you can't really talk about it, you can't sing about it, you can't rap about it. So, there needs to be some time to live, and I'm sure after like having released 12 songs, if God wills that, like, I'm gonna feel a certain way, like wow, I went under, you know, like sometimes you got to go under and just stay there and hold your breath until you can't hold it anymore, you know. So, you know, I'm just grateful, man. You know, I'm not getting millions of views. I don't have any, you know, entertainment companies knocking down my door, but I know I'm making some quality works, and I got awesome people around me who are really into the idea, you know, and you know, I'm just grateful, man. Always grateful for the opportunity. You know?
And it's also good to challenge yourself like that as well. One of the things I like this project is like, you know what, I'm gonna do one a month. It's a month. You set a goal to it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do it. And not only you make it as well, you also make the videos as well of the record as well. Tell us about that as well. How'd you get into the whole video world?
Man, like, to be honest, like, I've been trying to create a video platform for myself for the last 20 years. I've always had cameras. My grandmother was an avid photographer, like, you know, just capturing family moments. So I always had cameras around. But, like, just in the last couple years, I've been able to, like, you know, get myself, like, proper equipment. And, you know, I feel like between YouTube and Google, you can pretty much teach yourself how to do pretty much anything. And I'm, you know, if I'm on it, I'm really on it, you know. So I've been just like, you know, first it was like color correction, then it was like, you know, how to add special effects, and so, you know, and then, you know, I've been working with some really cool young artists. Like, there's a kid called Antina Nita. He's a filmmaker and a photographer, and he's really been instrumental in like helping me with the videos. Nahum Millie, like the whole Ahadu crew, like, you know, they all have been really supportive of like, you know, me. They uncle me up, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that. I didn't necessarily want to be so old, but you know, but I know I'm still young at heart, and I know that the key to longevity is connecting to the youth, you know. So I have no problems, like, you know, bringing young people into the fold and trying to, you know, share my experiences with them. And yeah, man, the video, people watch music these days, man. They don't want to hear music, they want to watch it. So I was like, all right, I got to service the audience. And I honestly feel like what I'm doing right now is not even for right now, because I've always been ahead of myself. Like, you know, I got people who are just checking out records that I did like in 2000, you know. So, you know, you create this legacy, you create this sort of paved road, and you can look back on it. Not everybody's going to be on that road, you know. Like, when you build in the highway, you know, they work hard to build this highway before any cars even get on it. So as a trailblazer and a pioneer of, you know, the arts, I feel like, you know, this is for the future, you know. And there's, if they can see, wow, this guy really did his best in the time where it was this or that, you know, I'm gonna outlive some of the work that did not come with the heart, you know. Non-heartical works, they dissolve, you know. If you do something from the heart, it essentially lives on, you know. So that's my goal, is to just keep doing quality things, and just to show people, like, look, anything is possible. You don't need this or that. It's not, you know, we're not doing no high budget, but we're doing high impact. We're telling stories, you know. And art generally is about telling stories. All arts,
definitely, you know? Having people connect to it, and this is and I think that's what you portrayed here as well. You know what I mean? Every record does have different kind of titles and interesting lyrics to it as well. And I love the fact that you touched up on the youth as well. We're gonna get back to that, but we're gonna play one of the tunes from your album, and this one is called Epic. Tell us about this tune real quick, featuring Royal.
Right? Yeah, Brown Royal is my friend Dre King, who's a longtime collaborator. One of the things that happens when you're on this kind of tight schedule is that you do need help from other people. So Dre King is like, we did a record back in 2012, and he's just been like a longtime collaborator. So sometimes you call out, hey man, I'm gonna need you to help me with this. So he produced this track, and we have been working together. So this is our one collaboration that we did for this project.
So what's the song about?
Epic. It was about like a sort of internet romance, you know, like you meet somebody and you never seen them before, and like this particular situation was like she was far away and she just decided to come, and you know, I kind of like, you know, I kind of filled in the blanks on the story before it actually happened, but I was like, wow, what if like you meet somebody you never met before, and it turns out to be like the most amazing thing that ever happened to you. So I was like, this is epic. Like, wow, who knew? Like all this sort of searching around, like, you know, wandering aimlessly, and it could happen in the most unsuspected way.
Oh wow. Okay, ladies and gents, let's get to Brown Royal featuring Kenny Allen with Epic, and we'll definitely be back, ladies and gents. Let's get to it.
We found